Real people, real celebrities, real talk.
Join the Breakfast Club.
Blast off in your ear.
Weekday morning, 6 to 10.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club, and we got a special guest, a legend.
A super legend, the greatest point guard ever to play the game of basketball.
And normally when Envy says special guest, it could be anyone, but this time it really is a special guest.
That's right. Mr. Magic Johnson.
Irvin Magic Johnson is here.
What's up? What's up?
Our show was really moving up in the world. We had Babyface and Tony Braxton. Now we got Magic Johnson.
We
all in
made
1 week.
it.
Oh man, those my people too. Babyface, hit maker right there.
Absolutely.
All right, well, let's try to keep it classy this morning.
I got so many questions as a fan and just, like, why don't they consider you the greatest basketball player of all time, Magic?
Well, it's I'm good where I am. It doesn't really matter. I think that in the barbershop and when, we all chilling, everybody got their favorite, whether it's Michael, whether it's myself, whether it's, Larry. Some people love Larry Bird, Kobe, on and on and on. But, I just did what I did, and I did it to win. I'm so happy that every stage of my career I won championships, high school, college, NBA. And then the main thing is making my teammates better, coming down, man. Wasn't nothing like coming down on that fast break, looking left, throwing right, and hearing the crowd scream. And so I think at the end of the day, whoever you choose, as long as you're happy with it, but it keeps the barbershop going and it's cool. But I'm cool with me.
Does it bother you ever?
No. It doesn't bother me because, I did what I did. And so, and as long as I won, that's the main thing, And then I got a chance to play with my boy MJ and Charles and everybody on the Dream Team, And so it never bothers me because, again, at the end of the day, I won. And that's all I wanted to do was to win championships.
Now, usually point guards are a lot shorter than you. Now, especially in the smaller leagues now, when you're your size, you're automatically a forward or a center. How did you get your handle so good?
Well, I had a growth spurt. It was funny because going along, I was a point guard. I was a guard. So I was going to like 5'9", 5, and then 6 foot. And then over the course, when I went from 8th to 9th grade, I went from 6 foot to 6'5" over that summer.
Jeez.
And my knees were hurting. I'm wearing high water pants because, I'm poor. We were poor.
Right. 6
sisters, 3 brothers. But I was the youngest boy.
So you had hand-me-down girl clothes.
Oh, man.
You were dressing like the rappers dress now.
Exactly. So I must have started that trend back in the day. So I was the youngest boy out of 3 other brothers, and they all passed them down to me. So at that time, it was crazy. But when you think about the summertime, going from 6 foot to 6'5", then my coach put me at center.
Right, of course, because you tall now. That's right.
But he allowed me still to handle the basketball because I was still the best ball handler on our team. Mm-hmm. And then I got lucky. My high school coach said, play center on defense or play point guard on offense. Mm-hmm. And then I got to college, the same thing, because normally what they do, when the tallest guy, just play center. Don't touch it, give it to the point guard. But I had great coaching, and they allowed me to play the point guard position.
Now, you also managed to avoid a lot of financial pitfalls that a lot of other NBA players. Did you have anybody coaching you through that, or how did that happen for you, that you knew how to invest in?
That's an excellent question. Well, when I was starting out, I've always wanted to be an NBA basketball player, but also a businessman. And so this went way back. So even before I even, was drafted. So I promised myself and my parents when I got some money, I would know what to do with it and I would take care of it.
But you had a lemonade stand in somewhere or something?
Yeah. Oh, back in the day, I was hustling, man. Yeah. Because, I didn't get money to go to the movie. My parents didn't have that.
So you bought your movie there.
Yes. Paper route, lemonade stand. I used to shovel snow. So I was hoping it was going to be a snowstorm so I can go out and shovel people's driveways and so on. So I've always hustled my whole life, and I always knew what money was all about. But when I got finally my first NBA contract, the first thing I bought was a radio station.
Really?
Yeah, back in the day, minorities could buy a radio station, an AM station, less than Caucasians could with a certificate. And so I had bought a station in Denver, Colorado, and AM station. And this was funny that you asked this question. I asked all my teammates to join in. You know, it was only going to cost us like $1.5 million.
Oh, that's
Only $1 million.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's how you know you're rich when you say it was only going to cost
$1.5 million. So we all, put in a couple $100,000, we could have this radio station. None of the players invested with me. So I bought it myself, and we kept it for 3 years, changed it to a FM station. I had 20 acres of land to go with that. I sold the 20 acres for $1.5 million, which what I bought the station for. Then I sold the station for about $4 million. And,
Oh my goodness!
So it all worked out
We
great.
still own stations now. You own like part of BLS?
Yeah. I own BLS and about 25 stations, African American stations, hip hop, R&B, but also we own some Latino stations too.
That's an interesting investment. What made you decide a radio station?
You do got a radio voice, though. I can see you doing like a Quiet Storm.
Well,
After hours with Magic.
well, I was a DJ back in college.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, brother from Rochester, New York, owned the R&B station there, and he had turntables in his dorm room, and he taught me how to DJ, man, and that was my hustle in college, doing parties.
Watch yourself, man. Don't
That's
try to
still
take my job now.
That's still
No.
DJ Envy's hustle.
Don't try to take my job now.
Yeah. Hey, look, you got to do what you got to do. I'm a worker, and so I've taken care of my money. I got a good accountant, business manager, and then I listened to those people. But my business career took off when I did the movie theaters and then Starbucks. That really made me a legitimate businessman. I had a track record. They respected that track record of success. And now, just this week, bought the Sparks. Yeah, and now the Dodgers. So we're putting a lot of great things together, and we're showing brothers and sisters that we can do this, because we're smart. We can go, just like all of you up here doing this every single morning, not only giving us the best jams and making us, our ride to work great, but also you educate us at the same time, and that's very important. But
just run for mayor of LA already, man. You might as well.
Well, they've been trying to get me to run for mayor or governor, but I love my life, and that political thing is a whole nother animal, and I don't even want to get in. I'd rather help the mayor become the mayor than actually be the mayor.
Now, what about the Lakers? The Lakers need some help.
Oh, man.
Why'd you give up your share of the Lakers?
Well,
especially being that you got shares in other teams.
Okay, well, that's a good question. And so being a businessman, we have to understand that, when the market is at its highest value, and the Lakers was at their highest value,
Right.
Kobe was getting ready to go. Dr. Buss was, up in age at that time. And I said, okay, Kobe's getting ready to retire. Dr. Buss is, up in age. And I got this big investment. Who am I going to trust my investment with? Because he's passing the team on to the son. So I decided to pull all my money out because I made a lot of money from that investment. And so it was the time. And I'm glad I did, because then the Dodgers came up and I was prepared and I could write the check for the Dodgers.
And now you look like a genius because the Lakers suck.
Woo! Woo! Man, we all going crazy, in L.A. and around the country because we hadn't seen the Laker organization like this. And so they got to get it together. And they're going to have almost $30 million for this summer. So I don't know what Carmelo's going to do. I don't know.
Hey, watch your mouth.
No, I'm not.
Watch your mouth for Melo.
I'm not.
He's staying here. He's not going nowhere.
Yeah, I hope he does, because that's my boy. And I said that straight out. I hope he stays in New York. But, you're going to have Chris Bosh probably going to opt out, LeBron going to opt out, all these guys. And so you have a chance to recruit those guys to play for the Lakers. I don't know if it's going to happen.
Do they use you for recruitment? Do you have to make an OG call sometime?
Yeah, I'll make the call for them because, I want the Lakers to be a championship caliber organization again. So I will definitely – I've done that in the past. Ron Artest, when we needed him to go against Paul Pierce, I recruited him to the Lakers. Lamar Odom, on and on and on. So I've been involved that way.
Let's talk about Lamar Odom. He's had some trials and tribulations.
He smokes crack.
I'm sorry, being politically correct.
I like it. You come straight out. Boom.
Now, have you spoke to him about, the alleged, well, we can say crack, the crack use?
I haven't seen Lamar in about probably a year or two, and I would definitely talk to him once I see him.
You'll see him hanging outside of Starbucks with a cup soon.
Yeah, the crazy thing is I used to see him on the scene all the time, but I don't see him anymore. And Lamar is a good dude. you know, when he first got to the Lakers, he took, 2 or 3 rookies, bought them all, 10 suits, and, you know, the whole thing. I mean, he is a good dude, and I don't know what happened to him. And I hope that he can get his life together because he's got a big heart. But sometimes, you know, I don't know what turned guys over to drugs. I know for me, I get high on life. You know, just coming here this morning, I was already high and ready in terms of just emotional high. Right. And so these guys got to understand something, and women in the entertainment field, whatever field you in. Man, God blessed you with this opportunity. You're finally making it. You're making money. So, and when you go down, it not only affects you, but it affects your family too, because most of us got to help our families out at the same time. Right. You know, so I know myself, I take care of my parents, you know, I take care of my wife's parents. So that's what it's all about, you know. So you not only affect your life, but you affect other people's life. Right.
Now let's talk about Aura quick, man. The in-home HIV test.
Very important for minorities and everybody, because now you got a test that you can take it at a HIV test at home.
That's scary.
Yeah.
It's scary enough going to the doctor and waiting for those results. But so now explain how Aura Quick works at home.
Well, what it is that you're gonna get the results back so quick, you know, and
how fast?
What is it? The timing? About 20 minutes?
Oh, Lord.
20 minutes.
That's
20 minutes. That's 20 minutes of going through in your head.
I need those 2 weeks to pray and repent and think about all of this.
Yeah, 20 minutes to think of everybody you've ever been with.
But that's a
20
good.
minutes.
All you guys making good points and valid points. But what happens is a lot of people don't want to go to the doctor. So now you still got a chance to find out, you know, by the home kit with OraSure. So I think Aura Quick has really been able to ease people's mind, and some people just do it with their family members or with their boyfriend or with their spouse and so on. So you can take the test together.
That's a good point. If you're with somebody and you're dating someone for a while and you're like, okay, we don't want to use condoms or protection anymore. Let's do this Aura Quick at home together so I can see your results.
But isn't it easier to keep it a secret too, though?
Yeah. You know, when you do it at home, you know what the results are. You can, you know, but I think the main thing is too, I wouldn't want to, you can keep it a secret, but you're going to need a support system. Just like myself, man. I've been now 22 years dealing with HIV. And so when you think about, for me, my wife, my parents, my teammates, you know, everybody, it was a great support system for me once I found out.
What made you come out? Like, because during that time, it was so new. It was
great question.
It was just, I mean, it was you were the spokesperson for it. It was like, because people just had a myth that it came from a gay thing. Exactly.
Well, both of you make great points. First, I had to think about this a lot because Cookie didn't want me to come out because she was fearful of what might happen, you know, the response. But when I talked to Elizabeth Glazier, who had really educated me about HIV and what I had to look forward to, because she was dying of AIDS at that time. Right. And she said, look, the disease needs a face. And so you could become the face of it. So I said, you know what? I want to save a lot of brothers and sisters' lives, so I'm going to come out public. When Cookie got educated enough, she was comfortable. And I decided to come out because I want everybody else to know, because I know it's a lot of brothers living the same lifestyle. You know, so I wanted to make sure that everybody knew, hey, this disease is out here in a big way. So be careful, you know, use protection, educate yourself. Because the information was out there, but I was like, it's not going to happen.
Right.
Now, you know, you're the reason that people in the hood think HIV is like the common cold, because, you know, you've lived with
They're
it
like,
for so
well,
long.
Magic Johnson has it.
I know dudes that think Magic don't got it no more. Like, do you still have it?
Well, I still have it. It's just laying dead in my body because the medicine has done a wonderful job. Man, when I first announced, it was only one drug, that was AZT. Now they got over 30. That can really actually, early detection can actually save your life now.
Right, it'll never turn into full-blown AIDS.
Exactly. So you have, I'm on the cocktail, man, them drugs are so wonderful. So I think in what you were talking about, I've been the blessing for HIV and the curse, you know. So I don't want brothers and sisters out there to think that this has gone away or Magic don't have it, because that's a myth. Yes, I do. It's just I'm doing so well because early detection saved my life. Right. And that's what we're talking about here with this test, is like, find out. find out, because if you do have it, you got enough drugs, you can live for a long time, and that's all this is about.
But what if I don't got magic money? That's the other thing they say. Magic got money. That's why he's able to.
But see, the same 30 that is available to me is available to everybody else. I'm not on no magical drugs.
Well, now that's another rumor. That's another
because
rumor.
people think I am.
No, they think that there's a doctor. We won't say his name, but a doctor in Honduras that you went and visited, and he gave you the cure.
I can't pronounce it.
Dr. Sebi. It's Dr. Sebi. But I didn't want to say his name, but they said no, that's not true.
No, that's not true. That's not true. Man, I've been linked to so many people in 22 years. I am so blessed because when we took that insurance test, that's when we found out, right? The insurance company. And so Dr. Ho, who's located here in New York.
Dr. Ho.
Dr. Ho.
It's not a good name for HIV.
Definitely not a good name.
I like that one. That's good. He became my doctor, and no, it's the same 30. Look, this is what it's all about. You gotta eat right. You gotta work out. You gotta take your meds. And where brothers and sisters get in trouble, and this is all minorities, they find out. They do well in the beginning because they take their meds.
Right.
But they're doing so good, then they stop taking their meds. That's when we get in trouble.
Right.
So it's really a blessing for everybody to find out, then get on your meds if you find out you have HIV. And then you can live for a long time. There's people who live longer than I have with this disease. So it's been great. But that's why we're telling people, hey, oral quick, home test. If you're not good with that, go to your doctor. That's fine, as long as you get tested.
And how much is Oral Quick? If somebody wants to go to CVS or one of the pharmacy stores, how much is Oral Quick?
$40.
$40.
Yeah.
And now, do you own Oral Quick?
No,
No.
I don't own Oral Quick. I'm out here because I've been out here for 22 years trying to educate our people about getting tested, about making sure that you educate yourself. Now, when this came out, first I was driving people to the doctor. But a lot of people didn't want to go to the doctor or couldn't afford to go to the doctor.
Right.
Okay, and take the test, HIV and AIDS test. Now I'm saying, okay, they came out, OraSure came out with Oral Quick, where you can do it at your home.
Right.
And now people can say, okay, look, boyfriend, girlfriend, family members, whoever, let's take this test, or I'm going to take it by myself. I want to find out the results for myself. And then they got numbers that they can call. If a person find out they have HIV, there's numbers on the box that can
I'm looking at it right now.
really get them to a healthcare provider, get them information that they need,
Right.
where to go, what they should do. And so this is more than just a kit to take the test. It's also a hotline for them to really get information.
You also put suicide prevention numbers on there too, because some people get that information and be like, "Whoa."
Yeah.
Think there's no way out.
How
Absolutely.
effective is this test in with the results?
It's very effective. Yeah. It's what is it? Yeah,
The same test doctors use.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So it's never wrong.
Never wrong. And then what happens, just like me, I said, man, I want to retake the test because you want to find out. Maybe they made a mistake. So I retook the test.
Was it right?
Yes, it was right.
Was it ever, when you first got the information, did you ever say to yourself, it was that nasty bitch from Sacramento who did that?
Well, you think like that, no question about it. But I think what happens is you definitely go back and you start thinking. But you can't trace it, you know, because remember that can sit in your system. The virus can sit in your system for a year, 2 years, 3 years. So you don't really know, but you do alert everybody.
Yeah, you have to
know?
contact everybody you ever had sex with.
Exactly.
Did
That's
you
really
even, did you even
important.
try to write down a list? I know your
Oh
list
yeah,
was long.
yeah. It was long.
Yeah.
It was long.
Wilt Chamberlain numbers?
I didn't think I quite got to Wilt Chamberlain. But you respect people and you want to make sure they know, and then the main thing what happened to me more than just them, the ladies, is my wife was pregnant at that time. So what did that mean for her and my son EJ, you know, who she was carrying at that time. So thank God that she was okay. He was okay. The baby was
Good.
okay. And we could live a good life. And so that's what I want people to know, that hey, even if you get HIV, you can live a long time, and I'm living proof of that. So, but make sure that now you should, be protecting yourself, especially young people. They got to educate themselves a little bit better because the numbers now with young people are rising fast. And so not only do we have to worry about HIV, but now teen pregnancy, on and on and on.
Right.
Have you ever been really sick due to the virus?
No.
Thank God.
Thank God. And I've stayed on my workout. I work out 5 days a week. And I get up every morning about 4:15 in the morning in LA and work out, and then I go in the office all day.
Wow.
So it's been great for me. But I stay on my meds. I take my meds. That's really important. And then last but not least, have a positive attitude. You said something about people freak out and want to give up. No, you shouldn't do that because you can live a long time. You can live a long time, and that's with anything. Because we freak out, not just HIV, we freak out about anything that goes wrong with us.
Absolutely.
Right.
What's the most ridiculous rumor you've heard surrounding your HIV? 'Cause people was like, you and Isaiah were, lovers, stuff like that.
Yeah, I think, that was the most ridiculous thing right there. Because that was my boy, still my boy, And so we, Isaiah and I were really, really close. And Lynn, his wife, Cookie, my wife, we all used to hang out. Mark Aguirre and his wife Angie, and on and on and on. We all went to Hawaii together. We just hung out. We were just close. See, what happens sometimes is just because you close with a brother now and something happens, now everybody, oh no, I must have been sleeping with him.
Well, you used to kiss each other on the court, but before it was okay. Now you can kiss kiss your father or family member, but during that time they'd be like, wow, they just kissed on the court.
That was my road dog though. See, so now when you love hug somebody, we just bend over, kiss each other on the cheek. Hey, that's my dog, right? And so, but yeah, it all came out. It all came out. So we know what time it was. Him and I, Mark and I, Herb Williams. That was our pack. That was our guys. Dominique. We all ran. We worked out together. We ran together. But also too, we're gonna always be tight friends. And so God blessed me to have them brothers in my life because I tell you what, I wouldn't be the basketball player I am today, or I was back then, and the man that I am today without those brothers.
Do you think there's anybody in the NBA now that could have played in y'all era?
I think
been an all-star?
Oh yeah. I think that Kobe and LeBron, for sure.
What about Garnett?
Garnett with his toughness would have been able to play.
I just can't see LeBron driving down the lane on the old bad boys team, Pistons, or the old Knicks teams.
He would have been on the floor, no question about it. No question about it. I mean, we would have made all those dudes a little tougher. Now, Kobe already got that tough mind attitude, so he would have fit right in. But even Kobe would have, if he had came down that middle, you're going to get slammed on the floor, no question. And then the guy stand over you and look down at you like, what you want to do? And you just
I
have
miss
to.
those days in the NBA. Those are the days I miss.
But you had to understand that you have to have tough skin because the Pistons made Scottie Pippen a better player. And Michael Jordan, they classic battles. And I love Dr. J against Larry Bird, Philly against Boston. Back then, Bernard King, he might have been the only player on the Knicks, but he gave everybody hell, boy. And so you think about all those rivalries that we had back in the day. Now dudes are friends with each other, so they don't really go at each other.
I don't like that though. I like the Charles Oakley. Anthony
They're like,
Mason.
please follow me on Twitter, on Instagram.
We hated you, know. And so when we came to the arena, you knew we hated you. We knew you hated us, and we gonna go at it. Just like you talking about Isaiah. We went at it twice in the finals. So Isaiah drove the lane. I put him on his butt. So
homie.
Yeah, he came up swinging. You guys remember that?
Yeah.
He came up swinging at me. So I hit him. He hit me. And Lambeer. So we started fighting, and we ended up winning that series. So the next year they beat us. But like we told each other, he said, man, hey, I hate you for these next 7 games. So I said, hey, handle your business because you come down that lane, I'm going to put you on your butt. And the same he did to me. But now today, these dudes, man, they just friends, hanging out, talking to each other on the court. I wish I would talk to somebody, man, my opponent. And I hated the Celtics too.
We all did, man.
DJ lived in L.A. So we told DJ before the finals, every time we played the Celtics, hey, brother, you the enemy. And so don't talk to me. Can't talk to me. Nothing. I mean, he was cool, but that's my boy. But, nah, when you line up trying to take something from me, especially that championship, I hate you.
Now, before you go, I seen recently that your son is doing a reality show.
Yeah.
Rich Kids of Beverly Hills.
Yeah.
How do you
DJ.
feel about your son on a reality show?
You know what? It's his life, like I told him.
He's the star of that show. He's
Yeah,
not even one of the main
Yeah.
cast members, but everybody wants to see him more.
Yeah, you know what's funny? He only decided to do 4 or 5 episodes.
Right.
And actually, the strategy was good for him because he said, Dad, I just want to get the exposure, and then I want to get my own show.
Right. That makes so much sense.
And right now, people are coming at him right now to have his own show. So he actually, the strategy paid off for him. And so
He's like his
so
father,
excited.
Yeah.
He's so excited. And
If he wants to get rid of any old Birkin bags, tell him.
you
right
ready?
here.
I'll tell him.
Your son is openly gay.
Yeah.
How'd you take that news?
Oh, it was cool, man. You know, we knew he was gay a long time ago. You know.
And that's the other question. Did you feel like being gay is a natural thing? Because you.
Well,
So you say you always saw
Something
it?
that
so
you're
I
born
saw
with?
it. Yes, I
Yeah.
saw it in my son, no question about it. And so, but you know what's cool about EJ? He loves himself. He's comfortable
He
with
seems
who
happy.
he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, very happy, and also very intelligent.
Right.
He for his age, he is a guy that's very intelligent, knows what he wants, and
Very fashionable.
yeah. He's got it, and so I'm proud of him. Cookie and I last week, I just was here for the Super Bowl. We went out for lunch, and he had his whole plan laid out. Dad, I know what I want to do.
That's dope.
He said, man, I've been watching you, of course, my whole life, so I'm just like you. I got a plan. I got a strategy. I said, cool. I support that.
Oh, he's gonna be triple times what you are.
Yeah.
Because gay men are super organized.
Yeah. So I hope I can sit down and
Oh, yeah,
he can
yeah,
make
yeah,
me some
yeah.
money.
He's
Is that what you're
definitely
saying?
without
Oh,
question.
good. That's what I'm talking about.
Guys, we can't have all the money now.
Well, I'm trying to get most of it.
I see, I see.
I didn't say all of it. I'm just trying to get
EJ gonna
my
trump
share.
it.
He gonna trump
He
me?
gonna trump it.
We gotta get EJ
Man,
up here.
You my dog, man. You my man over here. Well, you almost got me cussing up in here.
Well, today is National Black HIV/AIDS Awareness Day, and we appreciate you for joining us. Oral Quick, you can find it at your local pharmacy stores. From
I think we
CVS
should
to
all
Walgreens.
get it and try to and do it up here and see our results.
All right.
No, I'm taking mine at home.
He said, I want to find out myself.
It's Irvin Magic Johnson. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.